Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to do an agenda. But before we get started in agenda, you need to open a blank Word document. And from there, you might want to pause it till the Word opens because sometimes it takes a minute. But I'm going to show you how to set it up, get your document ready to go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to view the ruler. So you're going to click on View. And over here in this Show little block, you're going to click Ruler. And then you're going to see the ruler. This is the ruler that we're going to be using today. Okay, now we're going to click Page Layout. And we're going to click Margins. So the margins for the agenda, in case you do not remember, are 2 inches at the top, 1 inch on the bottom, left and right. So none of these fit what well, this does, but that's because I've set it that way. Yours will not have this, so I'm going to show you how to set up custom margins. So you click Custom Margins down here. Margins for the top, you're going to press 2. And you see bottom is already 1, right is already 1, and left is already 1. So you're just going to click OK. Alright, now remember there's components to the heading. And in the heading, you have to have the organization name. That's the first component. So my organization name is the Double Scoop Ice Cream Shop. And then after that, you have to have the date. So the date of the meeting, we'll just put today's date. The location, or I'm going to put location in between, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I'm going to choose, we're going to pretend as if I have a franchise. Meaning I have multiple ice cream shops and I just have employees that run those shops for me. So I'm going to pretend that I'm going to have it at the Embassy Suites. And I'm going to do Conference Center. Okay, and after the date, I'm going to put the time. Let's just say at 3:00 p.m. Okay, now in this, I want my business name to be bold. So I'm going to click up here in the home ribbon, and I'm going to click the B. Now here, if you scroll over it, it means it's going to make it bold. Okay, and then I'm going to make all of this 12-point font. You see I'm doing this. This is a little font area right here. And then I'm going to click here, and I'm just going to make it 12. Okay, so now we are ready to start the agenda. If you notice, this is also centered. I already had it centered in the document, and I didn't get to show you how to do that. So up here in this little paragraph box, you can change it from left aligned, centered, right aligned, and justified. Justified means it'll take one thing and it'll stretch it literally across that entire line. But we want it all to be left aligned. Okay, so I'm going to start my meeting with the call to order. So this is where we're going to use some of the ruler. Okay, so we're going to start it at 3:00. Now this little critter up here, see when I pick it up and I move it, see how the 3:00 down here moves. Watch right here as I pick up. And when I picked it up, see I'm clicking on the very bottom. See, it's just moving right across the screen. Okay, so I don't want this, well, okay, so do you see what I did? I dropped it right here. I went in 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little dashes, and then I'm going to come right here at the top, and I'm going to click first line indent, and I'm going to pull it over. So then when I press tab, it goes to right there. This is the call to order and welcome. Okay, so the purpose of that is so it's evenly distributed right here, and I don't have to press space 5 times or count how many times I press the space bar, because that would be really, really annoying. Okay, so we're going to use something right here is called dot leaders. And we're going to get to dot leaders under this paragraph area right here. So we're going to click on this drop down arrow for paragraph. Down here, I'm going to go to the very bottom left corner of tabs. Okay, so the tab stop position, and I have the ruler here for this reason as well. This will always be 6.5, and it is 6.5 because if you look at this, this is where it stops over here at the end of our margin. So your tab stop is 6.5. I want it to go to the right, which means it's going to go all the way over to the right hand side. I don't want any dots, dashes, or underscores. So I'm going to click OK. Now I'm going to type in Amber, tab, Amber House. Did you see that? I'm sorry. Let me get back its imaging. Okay, so I have this paragraph put in. Everybody see this tabs thing here? I'm going to click OK. Now the tab key on the keyboard, you press tab one time. It's going to go all the way to the right because we told it to go to the right. And I'm going to type in who is doing the call to order. Okay. Now I'm going to press enter again. Here I'm going to automatically go and put in my tab because I don't want to have to go and put it on the right hand side. Press tab. Do you see why I had to press it twice? Because the first time it's going to here and then it goes to here. It did not work for me that time. Now it's just trying to be obstinate. Okay, now when I press tab, it goes over here. I pressed tab too many times. User error. All my fault. Okay, so here I'm going to put double scoop CEO. And if you're unsure, I'll spell it out for you. Is the Chief Executive Officer, meaning head boss. So I'm going to just put CEO. Okay, I'll press enter, and remember you have to double space between the line items. And if you look right here, see this looks kind of close, right? So this is supposed to be quadruple spaced, meaning 3 empty lines. 1, 2, 3. And then it goes to here. Okay, so this is double spaced. Has to be double spaced after here. So it can't be another row right up under here. Has to be another row in between them. Does that make sense? So you have to double scoop up. I'm sorry, not double scoop. You have to double space between your last line item and your next line item. Okay, so the next one is going to be at 3:05. This is going to be the minutes of the August meeting. And I'm going to make sure I have the dot leader again. See, it's still here. I'm going to press tab. And I'm just going to make up a name. So I'm going to say Mary. Baxley. Okay. And then I press tab. It goes to here. Press tab. The next time it automatically goes over to the right. And let's just say Mary is the secretary to the CEO. Okay, press enter. That's not double spaced because it's the very next line. This is now double spaced. So at 3:10, tab again, and you see it's all neatly aligned right here. So beautiful and clean. So this we're going to say our office branch store updates. Let's do individual store updates. So this would mean, you know, like all the little individual stores give me updates during this meeting of what's going on, what's happening, all the good stuff. Okay, I'm going to press enter and enter again. This next one is unfinished business. And if you look, it's in all capital letters, and we're also going to make this part bold. And that's because this is like a little subheading. So you really want to call attention to this, because this is saying this is a turning point in your meeting of where we are going to be going over some unfinished business. So at 3:15, oh, I have to turn bold off again. Sorry. 3:15, we're going to do directory updates. Because, you know, let's say one store runs out of ice cream, they need information from another store. In order to get that, they might need a directory, you know, like a store directory. So this is going to be Lorraine Stevens. Okay, I'm going to double space, and then let's say at 3:20, and I'm just doing everything in 5-minute increments just for the ease of formatting this document. Okay, so then we're going to have conference registration. Well, we're just going to say we're going to go to like this big conference that's all about ice cream. How great would that be, right? Okay, so that we're going to say Mike McKay is going to be talking about that. And we're going to make him the professional. What should his title be? He's going to be the professional advisory. If I can spell it correctly. We'll just give him professional advisory. Director, maybe. That sounds important. Okay, so that's all we have for unfinished business. Then we have new business. New business is stuff you have not talked about before in a meeting. It is brand new to everyone in the meeting except the people that are presenting. Do you all understand that, I hope? Okay, so you have to double space between there. This is going to be 3:25. We're going to have calendar review, like the sales calendar, like upcoming sales or something. Maybe I should specify. Because remember in the previous videos, the more specific you are, the better you can communicate. Okay, so we have the sales calendar review. Let's say, I don't know, let's make a name up. Amy Ray is going to take care of that. Okay, so let me scroll this down a smidgen. And let's say at 3:30, we are going to have new sales promotions. We're going to have Claudia talk about that. Double space again. Okay, then let's say at 3:45, because you know you want to give some time for new sales promotions. Got to give Claudia plenty of time. I will have already spoken with these people here that are promoting with new business and asked them how much time they need so that they can be given adequate time and they're prepared in order to make the presentations. Okay, so then we're going to do, let's see here, employee, let's do hiring, qualified staff. That's very important because as a manager, you always want to hire super qualified staff. Even though sometimes you may think they're overqualified, they may not be able to, in this economy, find a job elsewhere. So, yes, they may be underemployed, meaning they deserve a job that's much better than what they have. However, you have got like some super highly qualified people. So we're going to give this one to Randa Dunn. Double space again, and then we're going to go down to 3:50 because that shouldn't take long. I mean, you just have some things you should look for, maybe some pointers of how you should interview. Yeah, so that shouldn't take too long. Then we're going to go to dress code. Because, you know, I understand as teenagers, being trendy is super important. However, when you're in the business world, it's not always about trend. It's about the professionalism. So trend is important, but you have to be professional at the same time. So we're going to talk briefly about dress code. Miss Lorraine is. And then there's going to be some announcements. And that's, let's say someone has an announcement. They have an employee who has reached 5 years at their store. So that's pretty amazing to have someone in retail that's been at your store for 5 years. So I'm not going to put anyone for announcements. Well, I'll put Lorraine, because she would be the one kind of heading it up. And then we have the adjournment. And there we have it, a meeting in 1 hour. So that is amazing. And this is a lot of stuff to cover in 1 hour, but it's very, very structured so that you know exactly what's going to happen when. This would be a very effective meeting. And then your people will be able to go out, go right back to work, and be on their way. Okay, so you're going to save this as a Word document. So you'll do File, Save As, click Browse, Google Drive, and then you're going to keep it as a Word document, but you'll put it in your Google Drive. Mine's kind of really cluttered up, really busy. So you're going to save it as a Word document, and then you're going to upload it to course sites for grading. Then you're going to do your daily closing, and you are done for the day. So today your assignment should look just like mine. You cannot deviate from it. It has to be just like mine. So if you need to, rewind it, pause it, raise your hand if you have any questions. I am here to help you. So I hope this was an easy assignment today, that you get a 100. Remember to use your dot leaders and your margins, and how to use this handy dandy little indent thing. So it's pretty awesome. If you have any questions, give me a shout. I'm here to help you.